So next up is the radiator support, and the fender supports. The radiator took a pretty big hit when it went down the hill, and the fan smashed into the backside of the radiator. So I filled it with water, and it definitely has a lot of leaks. So it looks like I'm going to have to send it out for some repair or find a new one. The next piece that I worked on, or that I noticed when I was taking it all off, was this support right here. This chunk of metal was welded to the frame and is bolted to the radiator support, and that's all ripped to shreds, so I'm going to have to refabricate something there. And this is just another one of those parts of the truck that I thought that I would have a real difficult time getting back into shape, but as you'll see in the video, I did a pretty good job. And so this is the radiator slash fender nose cone, all of that. That's the support for all that stuff. And you can see here this whole bracket plus the brace that mounted to it. When it hit the tree, it just ripped this rivet right out of there. And this is all welded one piece, so I'm not going to try to cut it off or anything. I think I'm going to just try to press this rivet back down into place, and then I'll go in here and weld it back up. It's broken on both sides like that. So I think I have to adjust my press here a little bit, and we'll give it a shot. So I'm going to go down a notch. Trusty Harbor Freight press. Alright, so this is going to be interesting. So it looks like I'm not going to have enough room underneath the press. So I'll do a few adjustments, unless I can go up. I don't think I can go up with the other side, so I'll come back. Find out I was just able to go over the top of the press. So we're going to find out how this is going to work here. Get my air set up here. Okay, I'm going to be very, very careful and watch it closely. I don't know if the camera picks up underneath there or not, but I'm going to go right on top of this rivet here. Oh. Close it off Alright, let's see what happens here. Nope, doesn't want to do it, it just wants to bend. So I've got to figure something different out. Alright, let me do a little thinking here. So I've resorted to some good old elbow grease. The other one I got done, so I'm gonna kind of film me trying to get this one back in. This one's gonna be a little more difficult because it looks like as it pivots down it's gonna hit right in there, but I'm gonna give her a shot. Gotta get her in there somehow. Both sides. Yep, there's one in there. Okay, so looks like this piece is tipped downward, so once I get that thing as far in there as I can, I'll have to pound that one up. Might be able to use a press for that, but gotta get this. Yeah, it's still got a ways to go. Okay, so it looks like the get some spring back, so it's not going to pound down in there now. I'm going to have to move this, so maybe I can use the press for that. Come back to you. Okay, got it. I had to put it in the press and it did work, so I got that. So this piece here, this whole piece here, is now perpendicular correctly. You can kind of see right there the bottom edge is parallel to that, so this thing's perpendicular to the whole thing the way it's supposed to be. So I'm going to knock that little open piece chunk right here, just going to knock it back down in there the best I can, and then I'll weld it up. Got some success on this piece. Got it. She's back down in there. All I gotta do is weld her up and we're good to go. Now the fender support bars over here, you can see just how twisted that sucker is when I look straight down on it. So that's my next challenge, is to get those two bars that are both twisted from hitting a tree straight again. Alright, so this is a little bit crazy, but what I've done here, propped a bolt under there across underneath this side, clamped it all down. We're going to see if this is going to bend. It's working. Okay, that's it. Wow, I've got a lot of spring back. Okay. So with that much spring back, let's see. Make an attempt. Still got a decent amount of spring back. It looks like it's getting really close to being straight though. Yeah, I think it's straight enough where I can take it back to the hitch of the truck again, get the rest of the overall twist out of it, and then I'll be good to go. So here's the other fender brace. You can see how twisted it is. Might be able to see a little bit better in that direction. So what I'm going to do, this is what I did with the other one, seemed to work really well, is we're going to take it to the back of my truck and we're going to use the hitch receiver. Let's see if I can position the camera to get a good shot here. Had to grab my wrench, so I'm gonna go this direction. Here's my big crescent wrench. Seems to work pretty good. A bit further. A little more. Looks like I'm pretty close. I think I might go a tad more. I got a bunch of things to straighten out here on the... Yeah. Pretty close. I think there's a little bit more, but I might go this direction with it. Layer down. This one's more bent up than the other one, so I might have to do a little extra work, but it's coming closer. I think I may go ahead and I might straighten out this bend here with the press if I can, and then check it again, but I think I'm pretty close to straight. Yeah, I'm straight. It's pretty flat on the ground there. I just need to work out that big dent there. And then I think this needs to turn this way just a tad, but that can be done easy enough. It might even come out when I press that dent out. Finished unit. Everything's straight. That's how it bolts back together. I just have them sitting there right now, but gotta straighten those bolts out there. You can kind of see they're a little bit crooked, but everything's pretty good. That's the end of this episode. I'll show you the weld. Oops, other side. Got those welded back in. Not too bad a weld job. The other side. So we're looking pretty good. And then we'll move on to the next phase. Thanks for watching.